I wanted to talk about doubling down on yourself and truly believing in your goals, dreams, aspirations, and literally blocking out the noise of anyone around you. Because at the end of the day, you have these beautiful dreams and ambitions in your heart that are unique to you, your life path, and what you want to get out of life. Everybody has different ideas of why we're on the planet, what the purpose is, that we're here for evolution, are we here for our soul's expansion? And at the end of the day, your interpretation of why you think you're on the planet is up to you. And really, I've mentioned this before on my social media, but life is a gift, whether you can see it or not at the moment of where you're at in life. For years, I thought I was being punished because I experienced psychosis 3 times. I was heavily spiritually attacked. I was gaslit into thinking that I was crazy, even though I knew wholeheartedly that I've never been crazy. It's just that when you are a forward thinker, or you can perceive things or have intuitive awareness and discernment around things in life that maybe other people can't, people point their finger because they're like, what do you know that I don't know? And they get insecure, jealous, they project, they go, she thinks she's so hot shit, she thinks she's enlightened, she thinks she's a guru. But that's actually a projection. So like if you have that projection or perception, of me, well, what aspect of yourself are you not integrating? Because if we're all the physical manifestations of God or divinity, God manifested in human form, then why couldn't it be possible that I'm there? That I have the awareness, that I've done so much inner healing, that I'm just being me and I'm whole in my totality. I own my light, I own my dark, I provoke people. It's actually intentional. You might be thinking, why would you do that? Because ultimately we're here for unconditional love. And sometimes you've got to be the villain in someone's story. And it's actually coming from a place of love. And I don't really care if I have to play that part, because I know how much love is in my heart. And if I can forgive all the people that have screwed me over, which is a lot of people, doesn't mean I welcome them back into my life. They don't need to be besties or pals with me. And honestly, I don't even need people to respect me, because I respect me. And I know that everything in life that actually matters is between me and God. And I just invite you to challenge yourself around the concept of God. Because when I used to hear this term thrown out there, it would make me shudder, because I was not religious growing up and I'm still not religious. Yet now I use the term God. And obviously there's different angles that people use on it, like everything in life. Everyone's got a different take on what God is, or if God's a man in the sky, or someone who's like a supreme punisher, and whatever. God, you can think of it as, what I've learned through personal development, grand organizing design, GOD. You can think of it as higher intelligence that we are all connected to. When you're connected to God, you're connected to your higher self. When you receive downloads and creative inspiration, that's just you being in communion or connection with God. So you don't need to overcomplicate it and be reading the Bible and going to churches. That is just limitations of the mind that man has created, saying you must do X, Y, Z. There are no rules in life. To be a sovereign being and to actually stand in your power, you can find God in nature, because it's a connection that is beyond the mind. It's just you having certainty, knowingness, and discernment that you are connected with all things. There's signs everywhere. Literally every single person that you cross paths with is God. But sometimes people can't see it because they're too caught up in their ego and they think they know it all. And when you have that attitude, you will never progress. You will just keep hitting your head against a wall because you're like, I don't get it. That person's doing this, that person's doing this. When in actuality, you're doing it all to yourself. You have to have what they call a beginner's attitude and just fall back into this really beautiful, innocent, childlike state where everything is just magical and you're curious. If someone says something to you and you feel defensive, question it. Why am I feeling defensive? Why do I feel like that person's being arrogant, egotistical, whatever? Whatever is triggering you is like a blessing. It's actually someone throwing a rock into your pond. It's causing a ripple, and that's your pond. You need to deal with it. You know when you are so solid in yourself, when people do anything around you and it does not shake you, when you become completely unshakable, then you know who you actually are, what you actually are. You are the focal point of existence. You are the powerful creator of your reality. And if you want to have all of the abundance and live your absolute dream life that you know is in your heart, you have to learn to become rock solid within. None of this projecting stuff, or I'm just going to post about this thing because this thing triggered me, but I'm going to make it about someone else. Like, no, just own your stuff. It's okay to be jealous, feel, unworthy. Like, all of these things is just part of the human experience, but you have to work through them. You're not going to forever be in those holding patterns, but you have to be courageous enough to go, is there any truth in what that person has just said to me? And you don't have to take everything that people say as gospel, obviously. Use your discernment, challenge your own beliefs, challenge other people's beliefs, but also just be open. Be open that maybe someone who's a child, a teenager, a mature adult, an elderly person, it doesn't matter what age they are in the human form, someone's soul could be like, had hundreds more lifetimes than you. And maybe they've actually been put on your path to teach you something, to drop a little bit of wisdom on your path. And maybe you might hear it once, twice, maybe you'll hear it and remember it 10 years down the track and be like, oh my gosh, I remember when that person said that thing all that time ago. At the end of the day, people who are so true to themselves are not trying to prove anything. They're just being themselves. If you receive the message and you're like, yep, I'm so clued in, I get what that person's talking about, amazing. And if you don't, that's also fine, because there's going to be someone else who comes along on your path and probably says the same or a very similar thing, and it will land for you. It might be through music, might be through poetry, might be through personal development. It might be through hearing, a TEDx talk or something. It's just everyone is coming at it from their own angle, but everybody is one with God. So if you can just wrap your head around the fact that none of us are different from each other. We are unique in our expression, yes. So I have blonde hair. Someone else might have brown hair or dreadlocks. It's just the way you choose to express your human form in this physical reality. But ultimately, on a soul level, energetically, our vibrational makeup, it's all the same because we come from one consciousness. So it's pretty easy to work out where you're at in terms of your consciousness and your own evolution and coming back to your core. It's literally, if anything around you irritates you, look at it and own it. That is literally as simple as this journey is. Just own everything, every single thing that comes at you, that you get a reaction out of, that is showing you where you're still held hostage in your own life. And you don't need to live like that. You can live careless and carefree and just be your authentic self. Let people dislike you. Let people make up bullshit about you. There is literally nothing to prove. Just have fun, be yourself, be silly, make jokes, be able to take the piss out of yourself, be able to laugh at your own ego. I know I have a huge ego and I just take the piss so much because I just feel like I've got this like devil and angel side of me where this angel is just like this little cutie pie, and then this devil is like this absolute menace. But unless you can acknowledge that aspect of yourself, then you're trying to be too lopsided one way or the other. When people talk about the concept of angels, they're not just talking about these like pure innocent beings that could do no harm to anybody. An actual angel is like a warrior. They have balanced their light and darkness, their feminine and masculine energies. They're like a true warrior. When people talk about, oh, God has sent earth angels to the planet, etc., that's literally just saying that there is someone in front of you, could be a man or a woman, it's not all angels or women, it's just someone who's been put on your path who has embodied both of them and is just balanced and grounded. And they're actually being your mirror to help you understand that you're that as well. You're an earth angel as well. We're all angels. We're already all in heaven on earth. It's just a concept of the mind. All right, feeling a bit passionate about this. So hopefully something in this resonates for someone out there. And if it does, I'd love to hear what your takeaway is in the comments.